Anna Maria Island and Bradenton Beach suffered a double blow from Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. Remember this peaceful scene? Just weeks ago, Anna Maria Island and Bradenton Beach were bustling with life. Visitors strolled along the pier, enjoyed delicious meals at the Sandbar, and soaked up the sun on the pristine beaches. These vibrant towns were filled with energy and charm. But Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton dealt a devastating blow to this paradise. Let's take a tour of the destruction and see how the communities are rebuilding. We're continuing down Gulf Drive. Look at all the sand that was brought on shore from the surge. A lot of it has not been removed yet. Some of it is piled along the road. It's going to be a while before they make it so it's easy to drive and you don't have a lot of sand on the asphalt pavement of this road here. On the right hand side is the Cedar Cove Resort and Cottages directly on the Gulf. This is heartbreaking. Look at all those mobile homes on the left. Most of them are devastated and cannot probably be re-inhabited. Such a sad story for the people who had property at the Sandpiper Mobile Resort. It's so sad to have to witness the severe damage to all these vintage cottages, roads, and businesses in Bradenton Beach. It's going to be a long rebuild. Now we're passing the Anna Maria Island Inn, and coming up is the luxurious Bungalow Beach Resort. Now, there used to be a nice ambiance at the Bungalow Bay Beach Resort, great landscaping, tropical beaches, but it looks like it had some tough times during the 2 hurricanes. Now we're passing the Wicked Cantina, and we're passing the Gulf Drive Cafe. Now we're passing one of the main intersections on the island. It's the corner of Cortez Road and Gulf Drive. Bradenton Beach was particularly hard hit by the hurricanes. The damage was extensive, with entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble. The iconic Moose Lodge and Beach House Restaurant were also severely affected. Now, this is the main drag of downtown Bradenton Beach. It's called Bridge Street. You see in the corner is the Bridge Walk Resort. It looks like there are rooms available. On the right, surprisingly, some new architecture of the daiquiri deck. It looks like the daiquiri deck withstood both Hurricane Helene and then Hurricane Milton. Now, not so lucky, it looks like there's some work that has to be done at the Blue Marlin Seafood Restaurant. I've been there a couple times. Food's pretty good, but I don't think they deserve, flooding or wind damage. But let's hope they can get their doors open really soon. And now we're passing the Island Creperie, and surprisingly, this looks like they're still open in business, at least on the water. The Bridge Tender Inn. It's like a classic old-time, old Bradenton, old Florida bar and restaurant. So I'm kind of glad that the structure is still holding its own. Okay, now let's start going slightly west, and we're going to go back to Gulf Drive, and I want to check out the Cortez Beach and Coquina Beach to see how everything made out. I'm kind of curious. There used to be like an authentic feel to this part of Bradenton Beach. There are a lot of one-story cottages. A lot of it is wood siding. Oh my, this is so sad. Look at those cottages I love. My God, I think they've been decimated. Oh my God, they definitely have some flooding and some storm damage, I would imagine. Just a few weeks ago, this pristine beach was teeming with life. Now, it's a stark reminder. of the hurricane's destructive power. Okay, now we're passing Coquina Beach. I don't see a lot of people at the beach today. A lot of the parking is covered by sand, and it looks like the police really don't want you hanging out at the beach too much. I think it's kind of like a subtle thing. If you keep going south, you'll go to Longboat Key, and just across to the left is Leftist Key. It's a nature preserve, but the beautiful landscaping and all the trees and improvements they put in Coquina Beach, it looks like they took a couple steps back from Hurricane Milton. So sad. Now we're going to turn around and we go back north on Gulf Drive. We're going to take a closer look at those cottages to see how they made out during Hurricane Milton. It is so sad looking at these one-story cottages. In their prime, they were just lovely, but it looks like they have a lot of storm damage, sand, wind, and rain. More cottages. Okay, further up. Now this is really sad. There used to be some really great souvenir places where you can get beach rafts, suntan lotion, t-shirts, and magnets for your refrigerator. I think those places look like they didn't do too good during the storm. I think it's gonna be a while before you can buy a t-shirt in that place. Now we're seeing the Beach House, one of the larger employers in Bradenton Beach. They offer incredible waterfront views, and it's the kind of place where all the tourists go for grouper sandwiches and key lime pie, but they're closed. I think it's gonna be a while before they reopen, but I wish them luck. Now, some things have really changed dramatically. 2 weeks ago when I was here, the Anna Maria Island Pier, the walkway to the restaurant and the bait shop made it. It survived, but now it's gone. Let's take a look at this in detail. And look, it is totally gone now. It did not make it through Hurricane Milton. So the winds and the wrath of Milton totally destroyed what's happened to the restaurant. So it's gonna definitely take months, I don't know, maybe a year or so to rebuild this bridge, keep it safe, to get everyone connected to the fishing pier and the restaurant that was out there. So this is actually heartbreaking to see. Across the street is, I believe, the waterfront restaurant. See, they got the doors open. There should have been all kinds of chairs, people eating al fresco, outdoors. It looks like some serious damage inside. Oh look, the drywall, flooring, a lot of work. Hurricane Milton is long gone, but what was left of the Rod Reel Pier is a testament to a beautiful part of old Florida that is gone. The waves are really rough here today. One can only imagine with 110 plus winds how the pier met its sad end. The pier is gone. The restaurant is gone. This is heartbreaking. Now let's take a look at Bean Point. Beach made out during Hurricane Milton. Now we're looking at Bean Point off of Tampa Bay. We can see the waves in the foreground. The sand's flatter. You can see the county has done a little bit of work here, picking up some trash and refuse and storm damage. You see the wheels, but the sand is flat. It's not fluffy. It isn't like sand dunes. The sea oats, a lot of the landscaping is gone, but overall, I'm very happy to see that the beach, for the most part, survived Hurricane Milton pretty well. What do y'all think? Leave a comment below. From the two hurricanes, over on Bean Point, you can see the sun shining, a gentle wind today. It feels like life is rebuilding after the trauma of the storms. I'm so glad that Bean Point is largely intact with a little bit of work. This place will be beautiful again. Hope to see you here soon too. Now, things are pretty serious for businesses along Pine Avenue. A lot of these places sustain wind and flood damage. I hope they open up soon. A lot of places now are being renovated. These vibrant beaches and charming shops were once filled with visitors and locals alike. Now, they're a stark reminder of the hurricane's destructive power.
Okay, so now we're outside the Sandbar. Looks like they have some dumpsters. Looks like they're doing some exterior work. Very interesting. We'll see how the beach is made out, any progress it's made. I don't think they're serving dinner tonight. Hey, this is an amazing beach here at the Sandbar. Look at the blue water. Looks like they cleaned up the sand a little bit here. Looks like they've done some work on the exterior structure, maybe a little bit of roofing. The awnings look a little bit slightly more attached than last week. It looks like they're working on the pressed wood on the exterior paneling and siding. Okay, the beach itself. I see some trucks. It looks like they're trying to work on the sand. Not too happy, but we're seeing actually people back at the beach again, slow.
Now, it looks like the beach house took it pretty hard. I think it's gonna be a while before they start serving margaritas and daiquiris again at sunset, but they're starting to make some progress compared to shortly after Helene. Still looks like a big mess.
AMI strong, we will be back. Now the White Agate used to have a lot of casual home decorator stuff. I see some pods here. Oh wow, it doesn't look like it's gonna be open for a while. Still standing, but not open. Bags are still blocking it. I wonder what's going on.
Now we're in Holmes Beach and we're looking at the Sun and Surf Shop. It looks like some things happened there and they're doing some reconstruction. I hope all the parrots are okay.
Okay, so the beach isn't fluffy, but it's still here. It looks pretty good. A little bit of re-nourishing and it'll be fine. Surprisingly, I didn't expect the beach cafe to be open today, but I believe it is. Still here. These are great.
Now we're going to explore how the community is planning for the return of visitors. Anna Maria Island and Bradenton Beach have faced unprecedented challenges, but the spirit of these communities remains unbroken. As they continue to rebuild, we can only hope for a brighter future. Hey, now a lot of you are probably curious with all these awful hurricanes, should you cancel your vacation on Anna Maria Island? Well, here's what I suggest. The island has definitely suffered significant damage, but there are still parts that are recovering and may be suitable for you to visit. Anna Maria Island is a special place, and I'm confident that it will recover, folks. And let's continue to enjoy this favorite vacation destination for many years to come.
If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and comment.